Gordon College senior Stephen French has a sports story that you won't want to miss out on hearing. Coming from a background in his high school with no track and field experience, Stephen went on to Gordon without knowing this would end up leaving him in a great position with his career and life goals. This is the story about Stephen French competing in track and field, setting records, and becoming a future coach.
Doing something with the team and your teammates, you're with them from, after all your classes till, after dinner and eating dinner with them. So you're spending a lot of time with teammates.
Through these relationships, Stephen went on to achieve the unthinkable and broke records at the college with his newly loved sport.
It's just surreal. I remember after it left my hand, I was like, this is it. This is the one. It landed beyond the line. That was like 12. And I'm like, oh, let's go, baby. Because I was aiming for it. And I step out of the circle and I hear it 13.34. And I'm like, yes! I immediately ran over to my throws coach and gave him a humongous hug, lifted him up, kind of spun around.
Even after such an amazing accomplishment, there have been difficulties for his career that have placed setbacks on his potential.
Well, number one, COVID. I think when COVID started in March of 2020, we were on spring break, and that was my sophomore season. Everyone was shutting down their facilities, schools were closing, restaurants were closed. You couldn't do anything. And what am I going to do? Take a shot put from the school and start throwing in my backyard and have my father yelling at me for the holes?
The thing that Mr. French got out of his track and field experience at Gordon was also something special. Stephen then went on to explain what solidified his decision to take track seriously and continue mentoring and coaching future college athletes.
Recruited off of a lane table. I remember that very vividly. It is a story that Weichert would tell over and over again. He tells all of his recruits this. And Weichert ultimately deciding that he wanted to move on with his family to Europe really just solidified that, I love this team, I love this sport, and I really, really would want to coach this team.
For the Gordon College Sports Web, I'm Josh Vander.